What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another random movie review. I'm your boy JJ, and I got all the normal moviegoers with me this evening. How's everybody doing this evening? Slasher, how's it going?
Chilling.
Chilling, of course.
Just watched the movie I had never seen before.
Really? Oh, that's right.
Me either.
That's right.
I haven't seen it either.
Oh, cool. Moira, how are you doing?
Meow. Meow, meow,
He's
meow,
doing
meow, meow,
beauty.
meow, meow,
Great.
meow, meow, meow,
Great.
meow, 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 meow.
Yeah,
How you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Okay, all right. At least you got a grin on your face. That's cool. Stacy, how about you? How you doing, darling?
Okay.
All right. Raquel.
I'm doing good.
Awesome.
My sister's boyfriend brought me some roses.
Ooh, hey,
Oh.
hold up. Whoa.
Oh.
That
I'm
sounds
not
like
gonna lie, I didn't know you had a boyfriend.
No, my sister's boyfriend, not
sorry.
mine.
that sounds like the start to a porno movie.
Oh my god,
what?
I'm sorry. Let yourself out. Let yourself out at this point. You know what? Wait. I forgot I could do that.
I thought I was going to get kicked for that, so it's okay.
You were kind of asking for it then. You were like, please.
Yeah,
kick me, please.
I kind of was.
You're fucking up my rotation, Maura. Stop it.
Well,
Never mind. I'm gonna leave you right there. You're being mean. Don't be mean to my friends, man. Han, how you doing, man?
I'm doing okay. Not bad.
Awesome. And Darth Haster was here earlier. He was here an hour ago, but still, what's going on, man? Thank you for popping in and saying hello. David
What up,
Quintana,
Darth?
what's going on, man? What's up,
What's
David?
up, David?
How you doing? G Major, what up, dope?
G Major? Oh, I've never seen
G
that name
Major.
before. Never seen that name before.
He's one of the guys that comes and hangs out over in the Chaos Central chats.
Oh, okay.
And Mar Krell, what's up, Mar? How you doing?
What's up, Mar?
How you doing?
Hey, Mar.
hello.
Hello, everybody.
So we just got through watching 2001's A Knight's Tale with Heath Ledger. Now I know everybody talks about Heath Ledger as the Joker, but to me this was one of his finest.
V-Star, what's up, Nancy?
Hello.
Hello, Nancy. He played a great Joker, but to me, he played a great William Thatcher. Like, that's a character, right? But still, he played a good knight, so to speak, even though he wasn't one.
I'll agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was good in this. He was very good in this. I'd say everyone was pretty good in this. Even Pirate
You know
Steve.
what?
Pirate Steve from
What?
Dodgeball's in this too. Oh yeah, Alan Tudyk. I don't know if you've ever seen
Oh yeah, Alan.
Dodgeball. JJ.
No. But he did. He played in Firefly. He.
Oh yeah, he did. I forgot
He
about
was a
that.
pilot. He was Nathan Fillion's pilot on Firefly. He was the tall ass droid in Rogue One, K2SO. Alan Tudyk's
JJ,
been around.
did you watch Doom Patrol at all, JJ?
Nope.
Yeah, because he's the main villain in Doom Patrol too.
Oh, really?
Mr. Nobody.
Well, after watching this, you can see how he could probably pull off a decent villain because he's like, I will thong you. He's like,
He's one of those people that's been in a lot of movies that you don't
Yeah.
think about.
Uh-huh.
Because he always plays like second or third fiddle to the actor, the main actor in the movie. But he's been in a lot of movies.
Tucker and Dale versus Evil. That's another one.
Oh
Never
yeah.
seen. See, I can count on one hand how many movies I've seen. Believe it or not, I can count on one hand total between both of them, Heath Ledger and Alan Tudyk, that I've seen.
He's and what's that guy's name that always follows Adam Sandler around? You know what I'm talking about. That's
Which
also
one?
a
He has a
comedian.
couple of them. He has a couple of them that follow him around. Those
The-
ones that
the-
are in all his movies.
Yeah, the black-haired guy.
Yeah, I
can't
don't.
think
I
of
don't.
his
I
name.
don't remember.
Hey, hold on. It ain't the same guy that plays that Section 33 or whatever the hell he is in the Transformers movie. Is it that same guy? You know what I'm talking about? The secret agent guy.
But
In
Adam
Transformers.
Sandler Adam Sandler has like these 3 or 4 guys that are in all his movies.
Because I'm thinking he played Mr. Deeds. He played his butler. I think it's the same guy. Don't quote me, but I think it's the same.
That's John Turturro. That's John Turturro.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's what
all
you're
right.
thinking of.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, the questions are simple. Those of you who've been here before know it, which all of you have. Slasher, this is your first time seeing the movie. Just give me your overall impression of it. Tell me what you thought of it.
Rob, I'm sorry to interrupt. Rob Schneider is who we're talking about.
Oh, yeah, Rob
okay.
Schneider.
Yeah. okay.
Rob Schneider is one of those people that follows Adam Sandler to basically every one of his movies.
Yeah. Steve
But I'm
Buscemi
sorry.
too. I noticed Steve Buscemi's in a lot of
Yeah. I'm sorry, JJ. Go ahead.
Okay.
it. So what did I think of it? What was my overall
you
thoughts
just
of it?
yeah. Just your overall quick thoughts about it. Would you?
Did
Did you like it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Would you watch it
kind of-
again? What?
I'd say I kind of liked it. I mean, it's not exact. I don't think this is actually a movie that has rewatchability for me. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
But it was fun sitting here watching it for the first time.
Well, all that matters to me is you didn't hate it.
No, I didn't hate it. I didn't say
It
I
wasn't
wouldn't say I
cruel, for
love
God's
it.
sake, but still,
Maybe I would watch it again. I don't know. It depends.
got to be in the mood.
Yeah,
That's how I feel about some movies. Yeah.
maybe if I go to somebody's house and this is on while I'm, sitting there.
Right.
And, But
right.
yeah, it was decent. I'll say decent.
Okay. All right. What about you, Maura? Even though you missed the best song of the whole movie, they broke out. They broke out. They started the movie with some Queen, but they ended with some AC/DC. And Slasher called it.
Yeah, I'll get into
Slasher
that later.
called
Yeah. I'll get in that
Yes.
later in
Yeah.
the conversation.
Yeah, Slasher called it. He goes, "Are we gonna get some Back in Black or something? Some AC/DC." And
Oh yeah, I was
That's the end
expecting
of it.
Thunderstruck. I was really
Yeah.
expecting Thunderstruck.
Yeah, I was as well, but it doesn't happen.
But Maura, do you have any thoughts of the movie from what you watched
Moira.
or not?
Are you there?
Okay,
I guess she apparently does not.
Stacy,
Oh, okay.
you muted.
The silence speaks volumes.
There you go.
I love the movie. I've seen it 3 times.
Was this number 3?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
I love
Did you see this in the movies?
Ledger.
Did anyone
I
see this in the
think-
movies?
I
No.
can't remember if I went to the movies to see it. I've seen it on TV.
Yeah,
At least
same here.
twice.
Mine was a DVD rental.
That's I saw it after it came out, probably as a DVD rental as well. JJ, I know I didn't see this in the movies. I saw it basically as soon as it was on DVD because as once we got to 2001, I'm pretty sure I had a DVD player. But either way, I either saw it on VHS or DVD. As soon as it came, to video or DVD. I saw it as soon as that.
Okay. What about you, Raquel?
Enjoyed the movie. Oh.
Oh, everybody's just so short and sweet about it, man. I don't know what to All right. Han?
I enjoy the movie, but I'm kind of like Slasher. It does not really have rewatchability to me. This is probably only the second time I have seen this movie, other than when it very first came out on video / DVD.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm kind of like Slasher. If it was on, I wouldn't be mad about it, but I'm not gonna like seek it out to watch it on a regular basis.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, I can't really say that because all the movies that, we ended up picking, week after week, I picked one, then Slasher picks one. Everyone I've picked so far, I would watch again and again. It's just some of them I need to be in the mood more than the others, but uh, I've seen this movie many times since 2001. This movie is 20 years old. Believe that.
Yeah, that's insane when you think about it, right?
Yeah.
I've like Stacy was saying, I may or may not have also seen it on cable at some point. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is either my second or third time seeing it.
Yeah, this is I'd watch it again, but not in the next week or so. This is one of those types of movies. You watch every couple years. Okay, cool. All right, put it back away. It's just it's 20 years old. It's just like unlike what most movies we do. We do either 80s or 90s movies, but this is in 2001. I think this is one of the newest we've done so far. And
I'd say
I,
the Raid Redemption is probably the newest that we've done. The Raid Redemption was 2010 or 11, I think.
Okay. All right.
I'm pretty sure
I'm just
that's
saying. No. I'm just saying one of the newest.
yeah, one of them. Yes.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
I
And,
say this is the second. This is like the second newest we've done.
hey, I love food. What's up? What's going on, man? He comes in. He says hello to everyone. I really
Hello,
like.
I love food.
I really like this movie. Even though, man, my eyes are screwing up. It's okay. There we go. It's set in Europe, and in the Middle Ages. It feels like it's an American dream story. Man from nothing, using his guts and hard work to better his life. I got to agree with that. Which most feel good movies are that way of some sort. Not necessarily the American dream, but someone coming from nothing, making it into something, and people being proud of him at the end, getting the girl. All typical tropes of most movies of this type. But it's just one. It kind of does hit you in the feels if you like movies like this. Except towards the end, Slasher thinking, "Oh, what did he kill that man's dad?" I was like, "Well, no, he's find out."
Well, it was the way they came up to him with the sad face, like with the sad, distraught faces. It was what made.
See, I thought, hey, when I first saw it, I thought the same thing. Okay, I was like, "Oh shit, did they kill his dad? What the hell?" Because that's something you didn't see in this movie. You didn't see a lot of blood and guts and gore and stuff like for the time period.
Whoops, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Sorry.
Do what?
No. That was See, I noticed you didn't. I noticed you didn't tweet this out, so I'll do it.
And,
that's all cool.
And with Sir Douchebag in the movie, I would not be surprised if they
that's what made me think that. That's what made me Sir Douchebag made me think that because he seemed like it wouldn't be beneath him to kill a blind man.
Count Douchebag, what Count Adamar of Evanju. What?
We'll just call him Sir Douchebag. That's
Well,
it.
yeah, but come on.
Let's call him Sir Douche-a-lot.
Yeah.
Well, it kind of goes with Ulrich von Liechtenstein. Whatever the fuck his name is. See, that's what I was telling you, man, when you was making fun of the dude in the beginning, man. And he was, what was his name? Sir Ector. And I'm like, yeah, wait till you hear William's name, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right, let's just go ahead and dive right into it, Slasher, if you can multitask. What did you like about the movie?
I do always kind of dig medieval movies.
Mm-hmm.
Medieval movies are always pretty cool. Everyone, the acting was pretty good. Heath Ledger was a pretty good actor. He really was a pretty good actor. I'll say that.
True.
R.I.P. R.I.P. Heath Ledger.
Yeah. It's a shame. It's a shame because there are some of the greats that their time's coming in the next few years, but we've got some of the ones that went way too soon also, and he is one of them.
I also believe he would have not won an Oscar without dying.
I don't.
I have a
that.
feeling. I have a feeling him dying is what gave him an Oscar as the Joker.
I don't believe that because he played the Joker so well. I believe he literally earned that Oscar. But there is always that what if scenario. Hey, what if he was still alive? Would he have won it? He pulled.
I
personally
don't think so. It's just what I'm saying. But he was a good actor.
Why? Because it was a comic book movie.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly it.
Okay.
Come on, nobody took comic book movies serious around that time. Nobody was gonna give any sort of comic book unless it was for like cinematography or costumes or stuff like that. That's just what I think.
Well, okay, you may be right, but then again, unfortunately, we'll never know. Because like I said, I haven't seen a lot of Heath Ledger's movies, but the couple I've seen, I was thoroughly impressed with. I liked them, and he definitely brought a different side to the Joker. He did a great job as William. Now, Brokeback Mountain, you can take that one and shove it, where.
Can't say I've seen it. The first movie I remember seeing him in was 10 Things I Hate About You. That's the first movie I ever remember seeing him.
That's actually a pretty good movie. It's silly, but that's
I liked it. I like that movie. That's the first movie I ever remember seeing this guy in.
I love that movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Good comedy.
I don't know how to give you up, JJ.
Hey, Wookie.
Hey, Wookie.
What's up,
What's
Wookie?
going on, man? Good to see you,
Wookie.
bro. All right. Stacy, what did you like about the movie?
I liked how he became what he wanted to be. That he made his father proud.
He had a dream and he achieved it.
Yeah. And his dad got to be there for it.
Okay. All right.
It's a shame his dad couldn't see it.
But he could hear
it. That's cold. Hey, what's up, Bone?
Hello.
What's up, Bone?
That is kind of cold.
What's up, Wookie?
But way to go, Captain Obvious. Yeah, his dad couldn't see it, but Jocelyn was sitting right there, and she told him that he won.
I mean, spoiler alert: by the time he reunites with his dad is blind.
Right? Yeah, true. 12 years later, but still, go ahead, please continue, Stacy.
That's all.
Oh wow, y'all are making it difficult. Oh, Raquel, what did you like about it?
All right. I love the time period. You know, knights and damsels in distress, something like that. Uh, the jousting scenes were pretty good. Uh, Heath Ledger was very good in this movie, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, those jousting scenes were those look pretty brutal. The way that those are
Mm-hmm.
probably like the best things in the movie.
Yo, if you ever get to
Bam,
watch this movie
bam, blasting each other.
if you ever get the chance to watch this movie with a surround sound setting or a system or something, I'm talking about even the slightest, you hear,
Crack,
you can hear,
every crack.
you can hear and feel the rumbling of the horses, the impact of the jousts, everything, man. Because with my headset, my whole head the whole time was crash. I'm like, oh
Yeah, see, I didn't
shit,
have my headset on while we were watching the movie.
I'm gonna fist you, JJ.
don't ever say that to me again, please.
Oh yeah, the lance with the little fist at the end of it. Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing I didn't like about that was how easily he broke the lance with the fist and had the point.
Well,
And then what?
that was there for a reason. That
But
was there
then
for a
what?
reason because
Then what
the
do we
girl.
see next, Han? Then what do we see next, Han? The fist during the jousting match is there. It's there again.
Yes.
Continuity error.
Yeah, there
Editing.
there was a continuity error in that scene.
Editing
for sure.
problem.
You could look at it that way. To me, I always saw that scene as odd as it was, as he was holding a broken end of a lance and he crushed the fist. The girl flat out told him it's made of a spun sugar. It's meant to do that. It's meant to break away, and the tip is supposed to do damage.
Yeah, but we saw him in his earlier matches that didn't happen at all in Sir
That's
Dushalot's
because
earlier matches.
yeah, stop and think about it. He may have had these made because yeah, we see fists at the end of the joust. Who's to say they're not solid, just like the jousts? These were meant to break apart and damage the opponent.
Yeah, that's a good point. He had them specially made for that particular instance.
Also we did see they have multiple lances. We do see they have multiple lances because they keep destroying them left and right.
Han let it slip left and right, towards the end. There's going to be some douchebaggery coming up. Okay, that was what it was. He had a lance or two, you don't know.
No, but the very first round of that match, though, before the match is when he crunches the fist and you see the tip of the lance. And then when they start, he's coming towards him and he's pointing the lance right at the camera. You see the fist, but then Heath Ledger gets hit with the spear, though. So that was a continuity error.
Yeah, it was.
Because the rest of the match, then the rest of his lances had fists on them.
They all had fists on them in some form or fashion.
But I'm saying before he started with Heath Ledger, he crunches the thing and you see the spear. And he spears him on that first round. The first round, he does spear him in the shoulder or near his shoulder.
Right.
But when he's coming at him, you don't see the spear. You see the fist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely a continuity error.
All right. Anything else, Raquel?
Mm-mm.
Come on, guys. Ain't nobody mentioning the music in this film?
Oh, I'll get to it.
I'll get to it. Yes. Yep.
Oh, I'll get to that as well.
Okay, all right.
I think that's what
Well,
I
let's
have
see.
the most to talk about.
Oh yeah, that's what he dislikes the most. Go ahead, Han. What did you like about it?
I liked the action in the movie. I also liked how Chaucer was, who was his hype man, basically, is also a famous author, and they show him in these medieval times as being like his hype man when
Oh,
he's
Vision.
actually a famous author that did the Canterbury Tales among other works of literature. So it was kind of funny that they specifically plucked that name and that person out of that time period and make him basically the hype man for Heath Ledger's character.
You're talking about Naked Vision, right? The
Yeah,
first
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
first
yeah,
like
Wow.
15 minutes, this dude's ass is hanging out.
yeah. That's who that's who I'm talking about.
Okay, this is a new name to me, but welcome anyway. Thank you for joining us this evening. I'm not going to try and butcher it. I'm not even going to try and say it because I
Hey, Cosmic.
don't want to disrespect you.
Oh yeah, I've seen that name. Yeah.
Cosmic Yagas.
Steve
Cosmic
Kenobi,
Yogs.
what's going on?
Hey, hey,
Hey,
Cosmic. Hey,
I love
Steve.
food.
Optic Racer.
Optic Racer.
Optic
Hello.
Racer,
What's
what's
up,
up?
folks?
Great to see everyone. Thank y'all for popping in.
I just call
You know,
him
because
Cosmic.
because about the simple stuff everybody's saying, the stream's almost over, but y'all can hang out till the end.
I don't
But
know. I
anyway,
think I
go
could
ahead.
go on for half an hour about the music, so I think everyone else might.
Go on, Han. Go on, Han.
No, that was all I had to say. Was I like the action in the movie. I will also add I thought the characters were very good and they played them very well. All the actors that played the different characters, and like I said, I think it's funny that they chose Chaucer to be his hype man,
Yeah, yeah.
who is an actually real life famous author, and they made him be his hype man.
It's also good that they put clothes on him because, all right, he's naked when we first meet him, right? Then they give him
Yeah.
clothes. Then they give him clothes. Then he's naked again. And I thought this was
Yeah.
going to be I thought it was going to be a running thing. I thought he was going to keep losing his clothes because he's a gambler. It's like really, we're going to have to see this guy's ass every 15 minutes.
Yeah, they meet him basically just running through the woods, butt ass naked.
Covered in bruises and dirt.
Yeah, and
Looking
then they stop.
looking like-
He wasn't running.
They
he was
stop
walking.
and talk
Yeah,
to
he was
him.
just
He was-
Yeah,
walking.
but
No, he was trudging. He was
They-
trudging.
He was
they
looking like
stop and talk to him, and they're like, "Oh, I guess we'll give you some clothes. You can be our hype man."
like covered in blood and bruises, naked, like he's fucking Courtney
Yeah.
Love.
But yeah, that's all I have, JJ.
Lord help us. Lord help us. Yeah, for me personally, I like the story of the movie because, you know, like I said, it's that traditional feel good movie. You know, like, you know, someone starting from nothing, working their way up into something and making
Would you say
something
this
out of
is like?
themselves.
Would you say this is like a medieval Rocky? Would you say something like that?
You could actually look, you know, you could actually look at it at that point, from that point of view. And I know it's coming before I even ask the question. To me, what really made me like the movie is partially the music. I know it didn't fit. Listen, I know it didn't fit. It did
Oh,
not.
man.
Hey, I can agree with each and every one of you that's about to say it. All right. It did not fit, but it was a modern soundtrack to a classic movie, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? To ancient times. And that's something you just don't see. I don't. Anyway, you know, I'm not saying that was the only time that was ever done, but it's just something you just don't see on a regular basis. On a regular basis, because most movies we watch have these these high-end composers, great pieces of music. You hear the orchestra playing, the rise and the fall and the crescendos of the action and the sadness and all this stuff. But this had a modern soundtrack, and I actually liked it. It gave
Well, all
it
right. Well, all
personality.
the music wasn't. They weren't totally playing like '70s rock music throughout the whole movie. Like they did. There were certain parts where the music did
Yeah,
sound all medievally, like the little
right.
fifes playing and shit.
What up, B? Good to
What's
see
up,
you, man.
Beesna?
It's yeah, I just to me it was just a good sit back popcorn feel good movie. And it's not the best in the world by any means, but there's a lot of movies out there that aren't. But there's great movies out there that's not supposed to make you feel well. It's supposed to tell a story. This one did, but it made you feel good along the way. That's my thought of it anyway. But then here we come to is as I call the meat of the conversation. All right, Slasher, what did you like about this movie?
The music did not fit. The music did not fit. It did not fit. See, all right. I've never. All right, I'll give you an example here. There was this movie. The movie. What the fuck was it? I've never seen it though, but I remember the commercials and the previews for it. The Great Gatsby, right? Okay.
Hello, Sherry.
It's the Great Gatsby, and they're like with the soundtrack by Jay-Z. I'm like, no. It's like, I.
Hello.
What's up, Sherry?
You're talking about the modern Great Gatsby with Leonardo.
Yeah, the Leonardo DiCaprio one. Yes, yeah, with the soundtrack by Jay-Z. Come on, man. Come on, really? It kind of had the same type of vibes. It's like, I don't know. It's just weird. It's weird. They're playing lowrider. They're doing night training, and they're doing jousting training, and they're playing lowrider. Why the hell are they playing lowrider at that point? You should have just had someone playing a fife.
A what?
The fife, the little for it's what the little it's like a flute, but it's like connected flutes.
It's a pan flute.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, the fife is like a little flute.
Okay, I didn't know what it was called. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? A fife? It's like, you trying to say Michelle Pfeiffer or what?
No,
I didn't get it.
That's kind of like a more medieval instrument. The fife,
Exactly.
which is basically a little flute.
Okay, all right. What else, man? Keep going. I know there's got to be more because you said you.
Okay, I did not like when that girl said, okay, the love interest in the movie. And this girl was in a lot of stuff in the 2000s. She just kind of disappeared. Hot chick with the birthmark on her face.
Yeah. Jocelyn.
Yeah, where she like basically got him to get his ass kicked in a jousting match to prove his love to her. And he's just getting blasted. He's not even moving the horse. He's just standing there taking shot after shot after shot. And his whole crew is just standing there, just shaking their heads. It's like, what the hell is wrong with you? And she's up in the stands watching it with a huge smile on her face. Like, oh no.
She's like, he's getting his ass kicked for me. Yay.
Exactly. I didn't like that either.
Okay.
Hey, Sherry.
I mean, I understand we had to show how he can prove his love to her, yada, 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 but still. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. It's not a perfect movie by any means, guys. Okay, but and there's a lot of movies out there that we actually like, but there's things about it we don't like. So
do you see what I Love Food says? The main woman's handmaiden was hotter. IMO. I thought they kind of looked like they were sisters.
Yeah, they do look very similar.
I wouldn't have had a problem if they'd have swapped the roles for that. No, I wouldn't have had a problem with that. Especially when we first see Jocelyn, look like she's got a damn
Oh yeah, there's another one where she's dressed like she's in
granny
the fucking
panties on her head.
40s. She's dressed
Yeah.
like she's in the 40s, in the 19 fucking 40s.
What's up,
That one
Granny?
outfit where she's wearing the fedora with like the beekeeper thing over her eyes.
Well, yeah. But I'm just talking about when we first meet her, she got that ugly
Oh, what up,
ass
Parrot?
white thing,
Hey,
white
Parrot
thing
Head.
on her head, man.
Oh,
Like
when
I
she
said, it
walks
looks
into
like-
the church? When she walks into the
Yes.
church? Yeah, see, that made me think in the beginning that I thought that she was like a nun in training for a second when I first saw that part.
Yeah. I was like, what the hell is that on her head? But yeah, I agree. They could have done her part so much better than what they did. But
And what the hell was that thing she was wearing? That 1940s thing she was wearing?
I don't know.
It was like
You have to go back.
that hat.
You
That hat was like part fedora, part beekeeper fucking helmet.
you have to go back and ask the costume designers of the film because
I
trust
guess
me,
so.
I don't know. I
I
what
mean,
the
if
hell
they
were
didn't,
thinking.
if they didn't die of drug overdoses yet, I could get answers.
All the guys, were dressed appropriately for the period, I believe. But what the hell she was wearing, I have no
Yeah.
clue.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
hairstyles, the clothing, I have no clue.
Everybody was dressed appropriately for the time frame, other than her.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh yeah, she has these certain crazy like 80s music video hairstyles going on at certain points.
Yeah, of course. All right, what else you got, man? Keep going. Come on. Anything else?
All right, so said all right. Here's another. All right. So if they were gonna play modern music, if they were gonna play all right, well, not modern for 2001, but like more modern than medieval times. They
Right.
they really should have done a jousting scene to Thunderstruck because they would have been perfect.
Yeah,
It would have been perfect.
it would have been the only scene and the only song that made sense
Yeah.
in the whole movie.
Exactly, Han. Exactly. Yes.
Thunderstruck, the lance hitting the other person and it blowing up and splintering.
Exactly.
Would've-
You
would've-
been. Like,
would've
imagine
been
like
the-
you been, and then the
that-
lance hits the chest.
yeah.
Boom. Thunderstruck.
Yeah, that
That would've
would have
been
been the only point in the movie that would have made sense with the soundtrack that they
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
Oh wow, you guys are tripping.
And the one
Um,
AC/DC song they played was "You Shook Me All Night Long." Come on. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. All right, moving on. Stacy, how about you, darling? Was there anything about this movie that you didn't like?
I didn't like how that guy was playing dirty,
True.
you know. And he,
Oh, Sir Douche-a-lot?
yeah. And I didn't like how some of the music didn't fit. But I liked some of the music, even though it didn't fit.
Okay, I can understand that.
And I didn't
Lowrider
like how-
Lowrider did not belong in that movie.
No, it did not. And I didn't like how she got him to keep losing just to show love. That was stupid.
Right. Yeah.
And she's got a
back then, there was-
smile on her face too.
Yeah, even back then, it's like there's easier ways to prove your love than to get your ass beat. Seriously.
The fact
Come on,
that she
really?
had a smile on her face too.
Well, it wasn't that because he was getting pummeled by lances. It was the fact that he was actually out there proving it to her. Women actually care about stuff like that, Slasher. Whether
But
you
she was
realize
also
that or
like
not.
but she was pretending to look away, but she still had a smile on her face. It was very Yoko Ono-ish.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Stacey. Continue, please.
Sorry, Stacey.
That's okay. I think that's all.
Okay. All right. Raquel, how about you?
What what I did not like about this movie. Well, the songs were a dead giveaway. um, yeah, I didn't like that part when he's the character's love interest says, "I want you to lose," and then changes your mind right after that. It's like that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's right. She did do that.
But either way, the movie was, good.
That's right. I forgot about that. And then she's like, "Now you have to win all your matches." I forgot about that.
Make up your damn mind.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Han, how about you?
As Slasher said, I dislike the music. Lowrider is what did me in, and that wasn't that really. Lowrider really wasn't that far into the movie. But
it was like the third or fourth scene.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the music. It just did not match the scenes from the movie. If you're teaching somebody how to joust or practicing how to joust on a horse, Lowrider does not make any sense whatsoever. At all.
Especially when the song doesn't exist at that point.
Yeah, and like Slasher was saying, okay, if they're jousting over and over and over again, then yeah, Thunderstruck, although it's not to do with this time frame in history,
it would have been perfect.
It at least makes sense. But when you're riding a horse practicing how to joust because you're going to lie and act like you're a nobility so you can join the games with all the other knights, how the flip does Lowrider have anything to do with that?
Right?
I enjoyed the movie, but the soundtrack, although I love all the music on the soundtrack itself does not match this movie whatsoever. There's not a single song, in my opinion, that matches the scene that it was in for this movie.
I'd say it was distracting. The soundtrack was distracting.
I agree with you on that. It was distracting because it doesn't make any flipping sense.
All right, first of all, the very first
none of these songs make any sense.
What's the first non-fitting song we hear? "We Will Rock You," right?
Yeah.
And the fucking crowd is doing the stomp, stomp, clap, stomp, stomp, clap, stomp, stomp, clap, like you're in a fucking football stadium. They're doing the... And they were even mouthing... Some of the crowd were even mouthing "We Will Rock You" along to it.
Oh yeah, yeah. They were singing along with it, like we will, rock. Yeah, it's, you know what? Like I said, this is where me and the use your English, where me and all y'all differ, because I actually like the music. Did it fit? Absolutely not. But I like the music, and I know how you said you like the music.
Well, and that's basically what I just said. I love the music. I love the soundtrack. It just does not match the movie.
Same. I love the songs. It just wasn't the right movie for it.
Thunderstruck is the only song that would have somewhat matched up to.
Yep.
A scene of them jousting over and over again.
And Darth Hatcher chimes in, Lowrider is an allegory for him being an underdog.
Yeah, but it still didn't fit.
I mean, I get that, but it still doesn't fit the scenes or the time frame of the movie.
Very true. But then again, to me, the only song that fit to me was during the banquet scene when they're dancing. Which
they could have thrown in "We're Not Gonna Take It." They could have thrown in somewhere "We're Not Gonna Take It." Twisted Sister. I think that could have been a good song thrown into this movie.
Well, I mean, after they threw in all those other songs, they may as well throw. If they had put in Thunderstruck and "We're Not Gonna Take It," it would have made more sense than all the other.
I Want to Rock, something like that.
Yeah, it would have made more sense than all the other songs that they played.
Okay. Was there anything else, Raquel?
Mm-mm.
Okay, Han. Other than the music,
No, that's my main
Yeah, we
thing
were
with
at
the movie.
Han's part already.
Yeah, you already asked
yeah.
for
Well,
if there was anything else.
I know that. I'm just making sure because listen, guys, we're at the grades, okay, and it's 45 minutes in. Um,
Well, you said you
so
wanted to have a quick stream, so
I didn't mean that damn quick. Shit.
All
yeah, that's my main issue with the movie is the music.
right, well, Han can talk about trains and people he works with when we're done talking
Nah,
about the
nah.
movie 45 minutes afterwards.
Well, the only thing we could even talk about close to that is, him being pulled on a boat, trying to hit a ring at slow speed. It's like woo, woo, down the river. It's like no,
I did try to joust one time, JJ, and my wife said that's the wrong hole. Don't stick it there.
Alrighty then.
And unfortunately, I didn't have a fist on the end.
No?
Ladies and gentlemen,
No?
thank you for
Was
coming
it a-
to the show tonight. We're not having one next week because
No, it wasn't a fist, it was a spear.
Yeah.
Oh my god! All right, Slasher, back to you. Give me a grade, man. Come on.
We're at the grade already? Holy fuck.
Yeah, bro. I done been. Give me your impressions. What you liked, what you didn't like. Now
Oh
we're
wait,
at the
no, all right,
grade.
no. All right, not the grade, the impressions of all right. Okay. Like I said,
We've
I
already
always
passed that.
I always kind of
No,
dig medieval movies.
No, the impressions was the very first question I asked you. Where were you at?
Now it's the grade. Wow, this is a quick moving stream.
Yeah.
Grade. See, being that this was the first time that I watched this movie, shit. Okay, I would say maybe a B minus to a C. I wouldn't know if I'd be able to pick a certain grade. All right. I'll give it a B minus. I'll say B minus.
Okay.
And Darth Haster hits on something like I was talking about.
The Canterbury Tales.
Chaucer, yeah, as Chaucer being Chaucer, I can't speak tonight. Chaucer being basically his hype man. It does kind of point towards inspiration to the Canterbury Tales, which the actual Chaucer is known for. Which that's why it's funny to me that he's like the hype man. That he's like the hype man for Heath Ledger's character.
Okay. All right. Stacy, how about a grade?
A.
A.
Yeah, A.
A. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Raquel?
B minus.
Okay. All right. Han?
Hey,
No, go ahead, Slasher.
no, I was saying Moira's back, so she could give a grade.
It's got Heath Ledger. So it gets an A minus. It would have been A plus, but O Girl's hair was just I can't even with that hair because no.
Well,
No,
since you're,
it was like the Middle
back,
Ages going to the 23rd century. Fucking weird.
all right. Since you're back, Moira, I'm gonna go ahead and ask you. From
Sorry, I
what
had
you
a severe
saw,
panic attack. I had to get out. Sorry.
it's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's just we're already toward at the end, and we're not even an hour in. So I figured I'd go ahead and ask you some of the same questions I asked everybody else here. From what you saw of it, was there anything about the movie that you liked? What you liked about the movie?
It was all kind of cute. I mean, I hated the scumbag, but he got his, so that was kind of. I like the medieval version of you got knocked the fuck out. Where everybody's surrounding his.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
David's
Yeah,
ass
yeah.
laying on the ground. That was pretty good. The hype guy is pretty funny. I need to hire him as a hype guy.
You know that was Vision,
I
right?
feel odd. Huh?
That was Vision from the Avengers.
Oh, he looks different when he's not maroon.
Yeah.
Anyway, bone structure looks familiar. Anyway, but sorry, I'm trying to find cigarettes.
It's fine.
Like my happy sticks.
Your
But,
your happy sticks. Okay.
Well, it's like when you go mentally to your happy place. My cigarettes are my happy sticks.
Yeah, I haven't done that in a while.
Well, we all need something to hold us together. I
Yeah,
feel
but
like
JJ,
I'm like
JJ,
99% raw doggy reality at this point.
JJ, you got those black and mild, so those are almost the same.
Oh, they're more than the same. I'm just saying, I ain't had no weed in like 3 or 4 days.
Oh my God, are you gonna be okay?
Those happy sticks. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, good Lord, are you gonna be all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's not a
Okay.
requirement, you know. To me,
Oh,
it's
I don't know.
it's
I mean, when somebody
Can-
like is used to having something for a while, because technically caffeine, for instance, isn't really a requirement for life, but for a while after they stop, it's not so great.
yeah, but see, here's the thing. I don't smoke. I don't smoke it every day. To me, it's a hobby, not a habit.
it's funny
Some
that
people
you
are
say
very
that.
dedicated to a hobby.
It's funny that you say that, Moira, because I cut out all like soft drinks, coffee, all those things.
I could not let go of coffee, but I did cut out sodas. I cut them out
Yeah.
years ago.
So now, if I drink a caffeinated drink, it makes me feel like I have like snorted cocaine or took speed or something.
Oh my God, they usually make my green tea latte like too strong. I even asked for extra almond milk, and I can tell by the green color they did not give me my extra almond milk. So I end up with 2 drinks because I pour about half of it into another
Yeah,
cup
I'm-
in the fridge,
uh,
and then I have to add milk to that. And I'm like,
What
that's the color it's supposed to be.
did you say?
Otherwise, I'll be
Green
bitter as fuck.
tea
Yeah,
latte?
green tea is really good. It's good for you.
Yes.
No, no, no. I
I don't
got
like
that.
green tea by itself, but when it's made into an iced latte, it's very nice.
That don't even sound
And
good.
actually, a lot of green tea has more caffeine than coffee.
Oh my God, that might be some of my problem is. So I have to dilute the fuck out of it with milk
Yeah,
because I start feeling twitchy. I'm like, oh.
most green tea actually has more caffeine than coffee does.
My fucking
I
God.
think that
I knew it had it, and I knew maybe depending on the brand, it might have had as much.
I think that explains why I like green tea more than any other tea.
That
Who
is
played
fine.
Chaucer?
Who's
Haster,
Chaucer? Who's Chaucer? It sounds like I'm saying tosser.
no,
Like,
Chaucer
It did sound like
was your hype,
Chaucer.
was your hype man.
Oh yeah. I love it.
That was Paul Bettany, man. That was Vision himself. But
You've been
yeah,
a few little odd tidbits of movies here and there.
okay. All right. Was there anything about this? Was there anything about this movie that you didn't like?
I really didn't feel like the guy who was wearing the black leather and the perm didn't get his ass kicked soon enough.
Well, we had to save up something for the.
I know we had to build anticipation for the good guy to prevail. I understand. I'm just saying sometimes you see a motherfucker, you're like, that dude looks like he would roofie somebody. He needs his ass knocked out. But I've been roofied once, okay? So I have a special disdain for anybody who just makes me go, yeah, I get that vibe off this motherfucker's character. But don't worry, I was okay because they did not know that I had a decent enough drug history in my 20s that I could hold off, and I hit the person in the throat, made them leave, and then locked myself in my car. My friend came, so I sent a text, at bar, need help, out, unconscious. But I woke up to my friend tapping on the window, so haha. So do not worry, I rescued myself. But anyway, so you can't leave somebody with I got roofied and not follow up somehow. Anyway, then I was a champion fucking tequila drinker. I know what drunk feels like, and that was different. Like, I can tell the difference. Anyway, so he didn't understand I was built different. Anyway, so as far as this movie, yeah, all in all, it's very cute. Like, I still can't get past the way she had peacock hair, without the colors, like all spiked up, all weird. The like Audrey Hepburn 1950s hat that was throwing me off. I want shit to look at least semi-authentic, and
I
that
have to
threw me
I have
off.
to agree with you. I have to agree with you because in the banquet scene, I love that green outfit she was wearing. I actually loved it because it looked good, but that that red highlighted hair just didn't go with it. I'm like, who the fuck are you supposed to be?
Yeah, and
It definitely had a 90s, early 2000s, like,
also
vibe to it.
I don't know if I'm hallucinating or anything, but I swear I think her hair was crimped. Those
It
red
was crimp.
streaks,
It was a very tight crimping type
those
style.
red
Actually,
streaks
it was
she
more
had in the
spiral
back.
than the zigzag. Crimping is zigzag. She was close. It was more like romaine noodles, kind of like Hermie kind of curl. Like it looked like it had a lot of anti-frizz stuff put in it, and they didn't want to. Just had some green tea. I'll be up for hours. Oh, awesome! I was not able to get to sleep till like 6 or 7 this morning. I don't know what was wrong with me. The storm had already passed, but something was just not sitting right. I could not sleep for. Oh, it was not a good time. I have a lot
Okay.
to unpack tonight. I'm sorry.
All right. Let's see. I got Raquel. Did I get your grade?
Yes.
Han.
Did you get Stacy and Raquel's grade?
I got Stacy gave it an A.
Oh, okay.
I can't.
It
I
would
can't
be-
remember Raquel's. I'm
It
sorry.
messed my mind
Raquel
up
gave it a
because
B.
Yeah,
Okay.
I gave
Raquel
it an
gave
A
it a B.
minus. It would have
I
had an A
gave it a B
plus for the
minus.
hairstyle.
it messed my mind up because you went from me being next to going to Moira. That kind of messed my mind
Well,
up.
Well,
I'm
not-
sorry, Han, but ladies first.
and plus I'm kind of touch and go because, like, I might be out of the room, so he wanted to catch me while I was here.
It's fine. I figured I'd catch you while you're here.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't mean to dip out on you like that. It's just I didn't
Hey,
want to
no
disrupt.
apologies.
I didn't
I
want
got
to
it.
disrupt your show with whatever like crazy shit was going on in my head that moment, and I had to go outside. I figured the cold air would snap me out of it, and so that's where I've been.
You got
So-
cold air. I am so jealous.
Well, it's 54 degrees, so I mean, I guess
That's
cold's
beautiful.
relative.
That's perfect.
Not
You know
me,
what? That's the
it's got a
exact
it's got a
same
brisk-
temperature
it's got
here right
stormy-
now. That's the exact
Got
same
stormy wind
temperature here
coming.
right now. 54 degrees.
And I would have given it less than an A minus, but luckily I did not catch Vision running around half naked. I was able to miss that. So
Well,
I
when the
can't-
stream's over with, I'll go back and show you if you'd like to see
No,
it.
I'm good on that. I really don't.
It's
I don't need
actually it's 56 here right now. So yeah,
It's 63 here.
well 60 is still really
To me,
nice with
Yes,
no
Untitled
humidity.
Chapter, I agree. The hairstyle and the fashion, it was like it couldn't decide. Are we doing Middle Ages? Are we doing the 1950s? Or like, are we doing the early?
They
2000s?
couldn't decide. They really couldn't decide.
Yeah, it was a little all over the place. Like I understand modernizing it, but no.
Man.
And especially when they're
All
playing modernish music. I mean, now it's not their modern music. It's been 20 years, but modern music at that time for that is fucking weird. 50 degrees in New York. Holy shit, biscuit! You're only 4 degrees less than me. That's not bad.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm at 54 here in New
that's
York.
what Sherry said.
Let's see, 59
Darn it,
where I'm
Bone,
at
you
in
show off
Ohio.
motherfucker.
He's probably way south.
He's in Florida, so yeah.
Well, I'm in Florida, and it's 63 here.
Oh, if he's further down.
Wait,
Maybe
I'm
further up, because sometimes you get some cold air coming off. the water.
almost the furthest point, northeast Florida. I'm literally 25, 26 miles from the Georgia line. So when a cold front
Nowhere to Georgia.
mows through here, yeah, when a cold front mows
Let's
through
not
here,
talk about Florida Georgia line.
I don't even think I
Yeah.
know a song by them, but I've heard the band's name.
You
I know.
don't need to
Get
you
your
don't
shine on. That's the only
you,
one I know.
you
I'd have
don't
to
want
hear
to
it
know a
again.
song by
I
them
might
more.
recognize it.
So did I, Haster. So did I. So did
I didn't get
Oh,
too
yeah.
much on her, but like
Yeah, the blacksmith lady was cool too.
Yeah, she was.
She became part of the crew.
Well, and,
yeah, that's a soft woke. That's a nice, as y'all would say, that's a soft woke. includes
Yes,
her.
it was very
Carries
soft
her,
woke.
but she carries her own. She contributes.
It was very
with
subtle woke.
metallurgy, is that the term?
To
Well,
me,
and
to
no,
me
go
that
ahead.
was that. To me that is. To me that's what I look for in a woman. Less is always more.
Yeah, they
Okay,
didn't
she had that.
overdo
She
it.
had that natural beauty. She didn't need all the makeup
Right.
and the fancy clothing to make herself look
Right? That's always preferred, I
attractive.
think.
You know.
Well, and honestly, to me, if you've never seen this movie before,
I've not seen
just
it.
thinking of other movies that you've seen, at the end of the day, you would actually think that's who he would end up with is the blacksmith lady, not
No,
Yeah.
see what I thought was
Jocelyn.
one of his boys was going to end up with her. That's what I thought.
I did too. I thought maybe Vision, because I can forget his name, or possibly the
No,
pirate.
I thought Pirate Steve. I thought Pirate Steve or the chubby guy was going to end up with her. That's what I thought it
But
was.
That
to
too,
me,
because he was a nice guy, so he deserves a nice girl. So I don't see
To-
anything wrong with that either.
to me, that just goes with more modern scripts that we're used to, movies that we're used to. Is at the end of the day, they kick the bougie chick to the side and go after
Yeah,
like
yeah.
That's only
the
if the bougie
underdog.
chick is a bad person. Though the bougie chick was a nice person and was trying
Yeah,
to
I mean,
put other
she
bougie
was
people in their place. So
she was a
Well,
nice
she wasn't
person, but
nice. She wasn't nice when she got him to get his ass kicked. That wasn't
well,
very
I
nice.
mean,
That was kind of
she
scummy.
she
I
was
missed
a
that part, or I would have given her personally a lesser grade.
she
I-
was a nice person, but at the end of the day, movies like this, you're like, oh, he's gonna end up with he's gonna basically turn down a relationship with the
Yeah,
bougie chick and
yeah,
go
like it would be
Yeah,
for
one
the
of
that,
those
that
blacksmith
movies.
usually
for the
happens when
blacksmith
there's a
chick.
terrible character flaw, like
Like
throughout the film with bougie chick.
like those 80s teenage romance movies where one kid
Yes.
loves this girl who's totally out of his league, but there's another girl there who likes him. It's like, oh, the girl I really love
I
has
think the
been
movie is
under
called
my
Out of
nose.
Her League. Actually.
She's been right under my nose this whole time, like that type of
Well,
shit.
and from watching as many movies of all of us have watched, that's just kind of how our brains are programmed.
Uh huh. Yeah, yeah,
Is he's gonna end up with the underdog chick and
yeah.
kick the bougie chick to the side.
But I like the way it played out because it showed that even though she was a rich bougie chick, she was still like decent and
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
frowned
Yeah,
upon the nasty bougie rich
yeah.
people. So like I
She
like
uh,
that. It's nice to
she
see somebody who's
was
been a higher class position
yeah she was
being
in the
nice.
higher class. She was in nobility, but at the same time, she
and was a
saw
decent
something
person.
in
And I like
William.
that.
Yeah, she saw something in William, and like you said, she wasn't a stuck-up bitch, for lack of a better term of
I mean, he
saying
was
it.
at the rude ass guy, but I mean, he deserved it because he's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
Hello,
What's
son
going
of a
on,
red
son of
shirt.
a
Hey,
son
son
of
of
a
a
red
red
shirt?
shirt.
What's going on, man? What's going
Yeah,
on?
Hey,
You've come
son
in
of a
at
red shirt.
you come in at the end, but that's okay.
The
It's
son
great,
of a
great to
shirt.
see you. Ooh, great to see you. Great to see you. Well, with that being said, guys,
Wait, Han did Han give his
You
grade?
never
Han
asked
didn't
for
give
my
his grade.
grade,
JJ.
JJ.
Aw.
Yeah, Han didn't give his grade.
hey, give me a fucking grade,
You
bruh.
you didn't ask for my
Bye,
grade, man. What the
everybody.
hell's going on?
We kind of sidetracked him. I kept talking.
I would give this movie a C.
Oh, good night, Stacy.
Wow.
Oh, Stacy.
Good
Good
night.
night,
had to go.
Stacey.
Now,
Uh,
Stacy.
Good night, Stacy. I would give this movie a C. I actually really enjoy this movie, but
Doesn't sound like
it does not have rewatchability for me.
Yeah, this is something you can watch every 10 years.
Yeah, it honestly doesn't have rewatchability for me. And as Slasher and I have talked about, it's the soundtrack
It's weird.
screws.
It's
Yeah,
so weird.
the soundtrack does not match the movie and the movie scenes whatsoever. And
Exactly.
if it wasn't for the soundtrack, and even if it was more modern songs, they made sense to do with the scenes, I would give it a B, honestly, because I actually like this movie, but the soundtrack to me
Distracting.
makes it a C. And yeah,
Exactly.
it's
Well,
more
I think what would have
distracting.
been clever. There is
Okay.
at least now, like if you go on YouTube, if you want to look up Gangster's Paradise medieval version. they could play songs that the tempo and the tune it's familiar, but in a medieval setting, and like with the type of instrument that would have been a cool choice. I think.
Yeah, so
Something.
I would give it a C because of the music and some more useless information for everybody that's watching and everybody on the panel.
Okay.
Chaucer, was the hype man in the movie. One of his Canterbury tales was the Knight's Tale. Was
Okay.
The
one of,
Knight's
was
Tale.
the night not a Knight's Tale, but it was the Knight's Tale was one of his stories in the Canterbury Tales.
And at the end of the movie, he mentions that he figures, I think I'll just write this all down.
Yeah,
And because they're asking
Yeah.
him what part, he goes, no, all of it, all of it.
which
Nice.
which is a little wink wink to people
I like
that are
History
and
buffs.
I'm not saying all of you aren't, but I'm saying people that are into literature or were forced to read the book in school or whatever.
We know read no
It-
books.
It's kind of a little wink wink because he's Chaucer, which is obviously an actual real life person compared to everybody
Mhm.
else.
Me no read
I
no
think
books.
it's funny.
Be a dum
A
dum.
real life character, like a character that actually exists, is actually a supporting role to something else. I think that's kind of neat.
And
But,
anybody in the chat that's not seen this movie, if you're in the U.S., it's on Netflix right now, so you can check it out if you want to go watch it for yourselves. So,
But
I
yeah,
wanna-
if it wasn't for the soundtrack, I would give it a B. But
Okay.
the soundtrack totally. Although I love
Peter,
the
it's
soundtrack and I would
misplaced.
like the soundtrack to listen to in my car, the soundtrack plus the movie is not right.
I 100% agree, and I would have
Yep.
added that in had I remembered that part. But yeah, so it'd be like an A minus minus or some shit. But yeah, you're
Okay.
totally correct.
well,
Yeah.
even me personally, I'll give the movie. I can't give it an A because I agree with most of you. I love the music in the movie, but it just didn't fit. Because who doesn't like Lowrider? But still,
Right,
it
but
didn't fit.
sometimes
It didn't.
I-
It didn't
has to
fit.
love-
fit the scene.
I love all the songs they
Oh,
played.
I agree. I 150% love every song they played in the movie.
Yeah.
The music
It-
has
it-
to set the scene.
Yeah, it just does not match the movie.
Hearing Lowrider in Dazed and Confused is completely appropriate,
Yeah.
but not before
Yep.
a jousting, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
And I get somebody in the chat was like, well, Lowrider is kind of representing that he was the
That
low
was,
guy getting
that was
better.
Darth Hatcher
Darth
that said that.
But
Yeah.
at the same time, from watching the movie, I did not have that feeling when I heard
Well,
Lowrider.
yeah, because
It's
there's
weird.
there's
It's
many
fucking-
different songs.
Fucking weird. That's what
There's
it is.
many different
Yeah,
songs.
the
out
boys
there
are back
that-
in town too. Yeah, they played the
I'm
boys.
sorry, I cannot hear that song without thinking another 48 hours. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I just
David
can't.
David Quintana is Slasher was saying the boys are back in town.
Yeah, Dusty.
Mhm.
And Darth Haster, I also read that book in school, the Canterbury Tales.
Yeah,
I think
because
I dropped out before that became a problem for me.
there's a many different songs they could have played for that particular scene while Lowrider.
Yeah, I mean, there was nothing in the movie, period, that matched Lowrider. Not even
No.
talking about all the other songs
No.
they played in the
And
movie.
once I heard the ding 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 ding, I was like, "What the fuck, man?" Like, really?
I mean, everybody knows that learning how to joust matches Lowrider. Everybody knows that, Slasher. If they actually
I was like, come on,
Re-
man.
if-
Come
if they
on,
actually-
man.
If they actually re-release this movie with a different soundtrack that actually more matches the movie, I would give it a B or an A because I actually really enjoy this movie. I've seen it probably 3 times now, watching it with you tonight, JJ, and everybody else that's here. But the soundtrack just totally takes me
Throws it
out.
off.
It just like Maura just said, it totally throws me off. if they had picked a different soundtrack, I would give this movie a B or an A. I would probably give it a B because, in my opinion, it's not rewatchable. Like Morris said, maybe once every 5 or 10 years. But um, the soundtrack just throws me off so much.
I know
Although
it.
I would love the soundtrack to listen to, but I do not
It's
love the
not there.
soundtrack on the movie.
Now, if they wanted to incorporate like medieval type music with a little bit modern, like instrumental, that could have worked.
Or like
But
imagine Saving Private Ryan with a soundtrack done by Limp Bizkit or Marilyn Manson. Like it just wouldn't
Yeah,
fit,
yeah.
right?
that would have been weird as fuck.
Well, that and even again, it would have made sense in this movie, and I would have liked it if they played Thunderstruck Slasher. But
That would have been funny as fuck.
imagine Saving Private Ryan when the door dropped on the landing craft, and all those people
And
are
then
getting
you hear the
machine
beautiful
gunned.
people, right?
Yeah, or you hear like Thunderstruck.
I think bodies hit the floor would be more appropriate in that,
Yeah,
in that
but
situation.
you know that, like you were saying, it would be like using these modern songs for the
Okay.
soundtrack for like Saving Private Ryan.
David
It
has
would
a
not
kind
make
of a
any
good
sense.
point, but the thing with that, David, is that Romeo and Juliet story was set in modern times.
I
So
couldn't
their
get past the
soundtrack was
first
appropriate because it's
15.
set in modern
I
times.
couldn't get past the first 15 minutes of that movie.
All
Oh,
right.
I couldn't do it. I
You're gonna be on
couldn't
my
do
shit
it.
list because
I
that
couldn't
makes
do
me
it.
feel like a teenager again.
Ugh,
But
What movie?
couldn't do it.
Romeo
That
and Juliet,
Romeo and
Juliet
with
'96.
DiCaprio and Claire Danes.
It was a classic
Yeah.
story, but it was set in modern times.
I've
And
actually
so
seen.
having modern music was okay. But you cannot
I've-
have medieval jousting and having, music that is like 500 years ahead of its time. It's ridiculous.
I will agree because I've actually seen that movie at least once from beginning to end, and as Moyer was saying, it was the classic Romeo and Juliet, but it was set in modern times of whatever year it came out. So the music they used in that movie, although it does not match a classic Romeo and Juliet, it does match a modern
the
take.
setting.
Yeah,
And that worked.
it does match a modern take on Romeo and Juliet that
Absolutely.
was the time frame of that actual movie.
All
I
right,
have not
I'll
seen
take-
that movie.
I'll take-
Honestly, it's not a horrible movie. I've seen it at least once. It's not necessarily rewatchable for me, but the
Like, it's been a while.
soundtrack,
I can watch it again.
the
The ending
soundtrack.
is so sad. I mean, you know it's coming.
Well, yeah, but the time frame it's set in. The
JJ, I'll
modern
be back in a
songs at
second
least
before you
make
wrap
sense.
up, okay?
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. I'll be back in 1 second before you wrap up.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, if you haven't seen it, Raquel, it's a decent movie to watch. It has Claire Danes and Leonardo DiCaprio in it, and it's basically a modern take on the story of Romeo and Juliet.
Mhm.
And like Moira was saying, that's why the modern music makes sense in that movie because it was set. And I don't even know what year it came out, but it was set,
1996 or 97.
yeah. So it was set in the time frame of 96
So
or
having like music
97.
from Garbage and things like
Yeah,
that is
so
totally appropriate.
The modern music made sense in that movie because it was a modern take on Romeo and Juliet.
Oh,
Yeah,
and going back to Heath
1996.
Ledger. Oh, sorry. And going back to Heath Ledger, when he was in 10 Things I Hate About You, I came to find out that is a modern version of The Taming of the Shrew. So the modern music, or semi-modern music, because one of them was kind of a classic, he sang in there, totally appropriate for the time period.
Really? He's saying that movie.
Yes.
I actually really like that movie.
10 Things I Hate About
very
You.
cute.
I have not seen it.
Oh, it's definitely.
It took me like
it's
15
definitely
or
worth
20
a
years to
watch.
find out it was it was a modernized version of Taming of the Shrew. And
Honestly,
of course, Julia Stiles is the Shrew.
I honestly did not know that, Maura, to be honest with you.
Really? I heard that, and I was like, nuh-uh. And then I heard it again. I'm like, okay, I'm starting to get some validity to this.
That's being honest with you, Raquel, that's 2 movies that are worth a watch. Is 10 Things I Hate About You and that modern rendition of Romeo and Juliet with Claire Danes and
Yes.
Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm
It's
not
the only
saying
thing I saw
they're.
Claire Danes in that she was worth this shit. There wasn't at least 1 or 2 episodes of My So-Called Life.
I've actually seen
All right.
10 Things I Hate About You several times because I
I
probably
like that
watched it on.
movie. I like that movie.
I probably watched it on DVD or video when it first came to DVD or video, and then I've also watched it several times on cable when they would have like movie marathons.
See if it's on Netflix.
That was also what was it? Taming of the Shrew, right? 10 Things I Hate About You is based off Taming of the Shrew.
Yes, very correct. I'm assuming he was not in here 3 minutes prior. So yes.
Yeah,
no. I said I had to step out.
He wasn't.
All right. In that case, you get full 10 points.
More.
Bing, bing, bing.
Moore already made that point that I never heard that before, but it was basically a modern rendition of Taming of the Shrew.
I said that, I feel like he should be accredited the points.
Yeah,
hooray.
Yeah.
I won a non-existent prize. Bing, bing, bing.
But yeah,
our increasing love for you.
two movies to add to your list, Raquel.
Netflix does not have 10 Things I Hate About You.
I already have them down on my list.
10 things. I will say 10 Things I Hate About You. I love way more than the modern Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo DiCaprio. I actually really like 10 Things I Hate About You.
Oh my god, I can mess up the story. Oh, well, I don't know. It depends on what you consider messed up. I could woke that movie. I could do it.
We got enough woke in the world. We don't need to.
Wait, our Optic Research said something about Garbage, because Garbage did Vow, right? For
yes.
Was it
Vow? Yeah,
was it Vow or Number One? No, it was Number One Crush.
Number One Crush. That's
but
it.
That was a remix of Number One Crush. There's an original version of Number One Crush.
I like the Romeo and Juliet version better. If I remember.
You ever heard the original version?
I used to have the album that had the feather boa on it. So, yeah.
The original version was on B-side. It wasn't even on that album. The title, the Garbage first album.
I feel that you were incorrect, sir.
No, I am very correct because I have the CD that has the original version. I have both.
Do you remember?
What is the song by who?
Garbage. Number One Crush.
Number One Crush.
There's 2 different versions of it.
And I feel that it is on the album that has a G on it and pink feathers everywhere.
That Number One Crush is not on that album, Moira. It's not on it.
Talking about the B-side, and I'm gonna show my age, although I'm sure everybody here, other than possibly Raquel, no offense, Raquel, this will show our age. Do you remember getting a CD and there was like hidden Easter egg songs where like after the last song you had
where
to, like,
the track wouldn't stop. The track wouldn't stop.
Yeah, and you had to fast.
I do not recall that.
9 Inch Nails. 9 Inch Nails had a couple albums like that.
Yeah, the last track, the music would end, and it would keep playing nothing.
Yep.
So to actually get there quicker, you could
like 15
forward.
minutes through
it. You could fast forward, and then there would be like an extra track on the CD that was not listed on the CD, like a secret Easter egg track.
I've heard of it happening, but I don't think it ever happened to me.
I cannot remember all the CDs that I've had that have that on there, but I know there was several that had that, like, and for lack of a better term, I can call it like, all I can call it is like an Easter egg track.
What's the name of the album, Slasher?
It's Garbage. It's self-titled album. I have it up right here.
Well, no, I'm looking for it now.
I'll share the track
I'm
listing.
I'm looking at them right now, so I just figured I'd ask.
I got it up right here.
So it,
Just
it
let me
was
know.
garbage. It was garbage, basically.
Yep, it was
No,
garbage by garbage. Yes.
It was the very opposite.
And
Right.
Actually,
actually,
okay,
I have the
that was
listing up, JJ.
and
If you're ready, if you want to show
that
it.
that was actually their one and most popular record.
Okay.
To be
See,
honest, wasn't it?
look at the title. Look at the track listing. Number one crush is not on there.
Yeah.
The Japanese edition bonus tracks. It's
I
there.
cannot
The
read
Japanese
that.
edition
I'm
bonus
so
tracks.
sorry. I cannot read that.
All right.
Oh,
Garbage. I
okay,
mean,
now
I love garbage, but they were kind of a one or two hit wonder, to be honest with you.
I'm a bit.
Oh, they had a few hits. They had quite a few
Oh
hits.
yeah,
Even
they
their
had
second
only
and their
happens. They had
Oh, okay.
only
Here
only
might be
happens
some
when it rains.
confusion
Only
because it
happy when
says
it's rain. Stupid
Japanese
girl.
edition bonus track did have number one crush.
yeah, and it was on a B side for one of their songs too.
So like a tape.
Well, I have the CD. I have a CD that has like 4 or 5 songs,
Oh.
but it wasn't on their debut album.
Fair enough.
I remember only happy when it rains and stupid girl is what I
Yeah,
specifically
I like
You know, the queerest of the queer.
dude,
You don't remember that song?
the first
Stupid
song
Girl?
I ever heard by the first song I
Was
ever
Queer.
heard by Garbage. Yeah, it was Queer. Yeah, that's the first song
Yep.
I ever heard by Garbage.
Yep, and the second one I heard was Only Happy When It Rains. Those 1 and 2. That's the first 2 songs I heard.
I may not remember the song Queer. If I heard it, I would probably remember it off the
Most
top
I think
of my
that was-
head.
I think that was their
remember
first.
Only
I
happy
think
when
it
it
was
rains
that.
and stupid
I'm pretty
girl.
sure that was their first. Queer, I think, was their first single.
Maybe it's been such a long time.
But yeah, they had their second album had some hits on it too. They had fucking Push It. They had Special.
I remember Special.
I love that band.
Yeah, I like them too. In fact, I should probably listen to more of it. Maybe I'll feel younger.
Yes, Optic Racer. There used to be hidden songs on CDs.
Yep, because there was a hidden track on what was it? Significant Other, Limp Biscuit.
Oh, there was.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. There was.
I just listened to it, and I do remember Queer now that I listened.
But I remember there was one. It was 9 Inch Nails, Broken. But I don't remember if it was what Han was saying, where you had to forward through it, or if it like the tracks just kept counting up. I think it like counted up to 99. I could be thinking wrong.
Which is what Bone was saying in the chat. Track 99.
Oh, okay.
I specifically remember the last song would end, and there would just be quiet, and the song would keep going, even though
Yeah, that's how it
song
normally
anymore.
would go. Yeah.
And you would fast forward, and eventually another song would start, which was like a B-side Easter egg, whatever you want to call it.
But all right, guys, we're coming up on close to an hour and a half now. We've covered, I think, what we needed to cover about this. I want to thank everybody in the chat for showing up this evening. Y'all been lively tonight. I appreciate you showing up. Everybody on the panel. Even Miss Stacy for showing up. She had to take off. She wasn't feeling well. So with that being said, everybody. Yeah, man. So
thanks for letting me come through, JJ. Always have fun doing this.
Oh yeah, and another great movie review.
Before we go.
Oh no.
Slasher. What are we doing next week?
We are doing Kickboxer.
Oh, that's a good one.
Is that Van Damme?
Bro, yeah, we're doing a Van Damme movie.
Okay.
Van Damme.
Your
There was
Van
a time a
Damme,
lot of
your,
kickboxing and fighting movies were out.
your
so I wanted to
Van
clarify.
Damme, right? It's Van Damme.
Ha ha!
Yeah, we get to see the Van Damme split. You know, get to see his nuts roll on the ground, all that good stuff. Yeah.
Which
Get to see,
which is
get to see him get the shit kicked out of him in training by an Asian guy. You know, because that's never happened before in a Van Damme movie,
Which-
right?
No,
Which
ever.
is-
Not ever.
which is funny that you
It's part
say
of the
that, and
formula.
I know you're wrapping things up, JJ, but it's funny that you say that because an automotive channel that I watch on YouTube actually bought his Bentley that Van Damme used to own, and there's actually a picture of the car that guy now owns with Van Damme doing the splits like across because it's a
Oh my god, that's awesome. That's
it's-
cheesy, but that's awesome at the same time.
it's a convertible.
That's fucking
So
funny.
he had the top down because it's a convertible, and he has his leg like on each side of of the car because the top's down, and he's doing the Van Damme split on this car that this dude bought on a
Alright,
YouTube
boys.
channel that I watched.
Bones, David Quintana, Optic,
Yeah, everybody, thank you for showing up.
Broadcaster.
Have a good night, everybody.
Good
Have a
night.
good. Say good night. Good night,
Bye,
Gracie.
Good night,
Good night,
everybody.
Gracie.
Good
Son of a-
night.
Buckle this! Ludicrous speed! Go!